Welcome to my channel. Hello. There's a lot going on, right? So I do want to talk about on this video that Trump, and I mentioned this. I was actually said, I think that we deserve to get to, well, I was saying like maybe they could just cancel out our anyone that owes taxes. No, you don't owe it anymore because of how carelessly the federal government's been spending our money. Our tax money wasn't for us. It was God. It was pretty much for them and their pockets. That's what it was. And actually sending it out to those other NGOs, non-government organizations, which goes back into our government, which is weird that they actually fund our people, like a certain candidate or a certain another organization. It's all crooked. But anyways, so Trump is actually saying that he's thinking about giving us a refund check because of this horrible way the federal government has been spending our money for years. And now it's all out, proof is in the pudding, and he's thinking about it. So I have some clips that I want us to watch.
February 18, 2025, and President Trump is reportedly considering large-scale refunds to American citizens after the hundreds of billions of dollars that Doge and Elon have cut and are trying to claw back. Endless amounts of waste, fraud, and abuse being discovered. And what we're hearing is something big coming. Trump considering using his constitutionally approved power to impound the $1.7 trillion that Biden and Congress appropriated over the last few years. For example, the IRA, impound it, send it back to the U.S. Treasury, and then disperse it amongst the American people. This is what we're hearing. We're going to explain. Also, Elon Musk and Doge have begun to audit the IRS, auditing the auditors. I love it. And it's freaking Dems out. For some reason, this is the one agency out of all of them that they continue focusing on. Why do you think that is? And who is behind this new quote-unquote grassroots movement that the media is promoting, giving national attention to, claiming Americans nationwide are rising up to fight back against Trump? Wait till you see this. We knew they'd fight back, but this is nuts. We're going to show you. But before we get started, thank you for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps out the channel.
But isn't that awesome? That would be so nice. And he does have the power to do it. And which is sad because all the other freaking presidents, they could have done the same thing. See, this shows you how bad this last administration was. They did us so dirty. We are in such a bad way. I can't believe they got away with this. I can't believe we're in such a terrible way. And Trump, he got handed a ball of poop. A bowl of poop, a bucket of, a dumpster of poop, if you will. My God, he has so much he has to fix it. This damn administration, this last one, screwed us over. You got to be a blind person to realize what they have done. This is ridiculous. We deserve that money. We deserve a refund check. We deserve it. Because they have abused our taxpayers' money. I'm telling you, it's odd how they're on a fixed, they have a certain amount of money that they get paid, our representatives, but yet they end up being millionaires. Come on. It's the monies that they've been taking out from all of the agencies, USAID, our Social Security. I know, damn, it's IRS too. They're going to dig in there. They're going to find out. America, we've been done dirty. But let's go and listen to some more here, shall we?
And Doge, that was the best thing he could have done. Delegating the downsizing effort to Doge, keeping Dems and the media focused on Elon, letting Elon take all the incoming flack, using X to report what they're finding, the insane theft of our tax dollars. It's a brilliant strategy, and it's working. We've seen Trump's approval rating skyrocket, staying above water, gaining every single day of his presidency, sending Elon and Doge department by department to find and cut the waste, fire the bloat.
That's right.
In each of these federal departments, trying to rein in the beast that is our federal government. And it is working. We
That went
know
crazy.
that because the unemployment rate in January inside the swamp of DC spiked to 36%. That is crazy. And that was just for the month of January. Wait till you see February's data. And they're not just cutting the federal workforce, shrinking government. They are clawing back the money that's been stolen from us. At least they're trying to. Watch.
This is highway robbery. This is the federal government having already allocated, authorized, awarded, invoiced, and paid $80.5 million to the city of New York. And then Elon Musk, with no legal authority, seizing it back.
Payments to the state of New York and to states all across this nation. It is unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-vires. They have exceeded their authority.
This process is known as impoundment. The president has this authority. It's constitutional. Basically, what it means is if Congress appropriates more money than is technically necessary to run a specific department, the president has the authority to impound the excess dollars and return it to the Treasury General account, the Treasury's bank account. And from what we're hearing, we are talking big money. Biden and Congress appropriated $1.7 trillion for the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act, quote unquote, which Pete Buttigieg barely used. He was the person responsible for dispersing that money, using that money intended to rebuild racist roads or some crap. There was just too much of it, too much money to use. Well, from what we're hearing, inside Trump world, there are conversations happening to impound that money, what's left of it, return it to the American people in refunds, refund checks.
200 years under our system of government, it was undisputed that the president had the constitutional power to stop unnecessary spending through what is known as impoundment.
But you look at impoundment, Thomas Jefferson first exercised impoundment in 1801, and I think the Trump administration is teeing up a legal challenge to bring back impoundment, to turn around spending and debt, and that's a very good thing for American taxpayers.
And Fox News apparently heard the same thing because they just broached this subject yesterday.
Have you been following me for a couple of years but still haven't done your first real estate deal? Well, that's what
But
JT
see,
just
yeah.
told me at the
So
gas
we
station.
want,
We
we
just bought a
definitely
bunch.
want that, right?
And
I mean, he has power to do it. And he's actually considering it. I mean, this president has been doing so much more for the American people than most. It's been a while. It's actually, I don't even remember. You know, I honestly say, as long as I've been paying attention to politics, I don't remember any of them caring about us the way Trump is. He's actually trying to make things right, which I don't understand why people are even against him. But it's so funny. Everyone's like, not the Trump syndrome, I hate Trump syndrome. Now it's all about the Elon Musk, I hate Elon Musk syndrome. I tell you, this is just getting ridiculous. But the way those people talk about the money, they took it back because it wasn't even their money. It's not their money. And it's not theirs. Like, they were in charge of it. No. The federal government gave it. And if the federal government deems that, okay, too much, they take back. Impoundment. So he's not doing nothing illegal. So all these lawsuits and all this stupidity, it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time and a waste of, who's paying for that? Is it us? Is our taxpayers' money again? I mean, come on. I'm so tired of that Letitia James chick. She gets on my damn nerves. She needs to just shut up and keep it moving because she's next. She's going to be another one that they're going to be subpoena. I swear to God that she's one of them. She's going to get one. There's a few other ones. But yeah, let's watch.
Mrs. Harris, could the government give all the taxpayers a refund from the money they're finding that went to places it never should have gone?
Yes, that
Yes.
is the next step, and that is the next natural step. When you are finding all of this money, when you are taking it back, when you are cutting off future streams of funding, give that back to the American people. Then you will see the economy absolutely explode, and people will once again be able to take out new loans and start new businesses and all the wonderful things that follow when they have more of their own money.
In another story, we reported yesterday on that massive Social Security fraud that Elon and Doge have identified, where more than 200 million Social Security numbers are apparently receiving benefits that aren't supposed to be. That's a huge number, folks. More than 20 million of them are over the age of 100. What? More than 15 million are over the age of 110. How is that possible? How has nobody in government noticed that, fixed it? Or was that the point all along? Well, according to the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, Doge is still trying to obtain full access to route these payments back to their source, figure out who's on the other end of these payments, where's that money going? And what they've learned so far is that there appears to be these major foreign fraud rings, syndicates, that have been using the millions of fake or deceased Social Security numbers and identities to steal billions, possibly upwards of $500 billion annually through Social Security and the IRS. Watch this.
Can you give assurances?
Can you believe that? Yeah. Our money, the foreign people in that money is going, supposedly that's going to the Social Security people. It's going to those foreign places, those little, that gets me mad. I mean, honestly, really? Helping foreign groups with our money, and then our government's involved, and IRS. This is a BS. There better be some people. I want them to go to jail. They better have some handcuffs, hands behind your back, and they better. I mean, at least they better go to court. I mean, they better have their day in court, and they better be at least fined, spend some time in jail. It's about time, people. We're done. Our federal government, they need to be held accountable. They need to be. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. Ridiculous.
People who faithfully pay their taxes in this country. The Doge isn't just going to go randomly sifting through the records and maybe come across the personal private records of a lot of Americans.
I can give absolute 100% insurance. I give you complete and total assurance on that point. We are talking about performing a basic anti-fraud review to ensure that people are not engaging in large-scale theft of federal taxpayer benefits. I mean, for example, we pay billions of dollars a year in child tax credit payments to illegal aliens. Billions with a B. So these are systematic, programmatic reforms that we're talking about here. And as far as protecting the secrecy of tax records, the IRS has been weaponized at the career level against the American people for years now. This has been one of the most invasive arms of the federal government, engaging in capricious and politically based audits, leaking taxpayer information for political reasons. We are restoring the neutrality. We are restoring ethics. We are restoring security controls at IRS. In fact, one of the big projects that Doge is going to be working on is upgrading IT systems and software so that our taxpayer information cannot be stolen by criminals or foreign governments.
Meanwhile, if you turn on mainstream media, they seemed wholly focused on...
Booyah! There you go. What else you need? Right? They're sitting there saying that Doge and Elon is doing all this stuff. They've been doing it. They've been leaking our stuff. They've been using our information for political gains. They've been stealing money. They've been doing it. Already the IRS, dirty. Dirty. They need to be held accountable too. I'm glad that a lot of them are going to get fired. And I hope they also go to jail. They need to pay those jerks. Taking our money, auditing us, telling us more money, more money. We ain't giving enough money. And they're just giving away. Ooh, that's not good. They need to be held accountable. And Elon and his team, they're going to get good programs, IT, and they're going to make it to where they can't do that no more. Everything's going to be accounted for, people. That's what we want, right? That's what we want. And that's exactly what he's going to do. I wish people would just use their minds, bring the common sense back. We had it. Everybody had it. Some of us lost it, but a lot of us didn't. Think about it. That's what we want. We want it all back. We want it back to where we could trust our government and have transparency. That's all Elon's trying to do. That's it.
One of these federal agencies, Doge's audit of the IRS. That's all they seem to be talking about this whole week. How it's illegal for Doge to have access to the IRS data, blah, blah, blah. Why do you think that is? Could it be because Trump and Doge are using the data to figure out how certain federal workers, mind you, have seen their net worths explode, sometimes 5x in a matter of a few years?
Thank you.
In the government. These are federal workers with a fixed salary. How do they have, some of them, $50 million, $100 million in net worth? People like Samantha Powers, head of the now defunct USAID, who saw her net worth go from like $2 million to $60 million, something like that, after being appointed to run USAID. Watch what happened on CNN last night. As Tennessee
they're all being caught. That
shuts down the CNN anchor who's yelling about Doge auditing the IRS, saying, when this is over, you're going to see a lot of congressmen with very red faces when they finish following this paper trail. This is great. Tim Burchett's one of my favorite people in Congress. As honest.
And that's why they're making a big deal about it. They're scared. They're scared because there's going to be paper trails to the people that were involved. There's a lot of them involved. And they're going to get caught, and it's going to be put on Front Street, and they're going to have to, you know, I don't even care. I just want them to go to jail. I want them to be held accountable because they make everybody else, all the taxpayers, all of us, you know, they use our taxpayer money, tell us we don't pay enough and get more, and seize our bank accounts and all that other stuff, you know. It gets me so mad, and it's irritating. The madness, just how they got away with this. It's really sad. It's sad. But hopefully they're going to have to answer to what they did. Hopefully they are. If everything goes the way it's planned, people are going to be coming out and they're going to be held accountable. But yeah, it is amazing how they go in, they're not worth that much, but once the 3 years out, they're like 60 million, 80 million, 30. I mean, gee, it's like, what? Our money did that. Yeah, taxpayers' money. And let's see. There's something else I want to talk about. Let's see, that grassroots thing. Yeah, they're having that grassroots thing to where they're gonna, I don't know.
All federal funding to any organization that does not comply.
I guess they're all gonna band together and God, what day is it? I think it's on here, and they're not gonna shop. It's like a blackout day or something.
With his EO to end DEI-based practices, DEI, diversity, equity, and scheduled as a way for Americans to boycott.
Right here.
Characteristics.
They're going to boycott.
I thought we ended that 70 years ago. How the Democrat Party is fighting this is mind-numbing, but they are.
Well, they're
watch.
They're mad about the DEI going away.
If you will, the one about Doge and their three-part plan. I This isn't about waste and fraud. Like,
No, it's never
this
been
is
about
a
that.
DEI part. Like, what? And then what are they saying when they say DEI? What are they talking about? They're saying black people, everybody who's not white.
I'm so tired of that. Get over that racist stuff.
Say that this is about you have institutions of higher learning.
So
that have,
over it.
You know, lots of money.
Over
they don't need
it.
this. And there's the reality that smaller institutions, including institutions that have served black and brown students, do not have the funding to do that research. And so that is where it becomes, if they want to be just subtle enough to slip under the wire.
The companies who will be impacted by this boycott are Amazon, Target, Google, and other big box stores like Walmart and Best Buy. This is part of the People's Union, quote unquote, movement. A fake movement claiming to be a grassroots type movement, which they are not. I highly doubt it. But they are good. They are organized. There's no way a grassroots movement would be this organized, somehow getting national attention like this, somehow getting thousands of people to protest every single day in D.C. And their message,
it's the dirty dirties,
message seems
the
to
dirty
be
ones.
Rebellion.
They're backing them up.
Overthrow the duly elected president. No joke. And it seems pretty damn serious when you have a United States senator participating. Let me know if you agree that what Senator Ed Markey's calling for sounds a whole lot like sedition to me. Watch this.
This is the city of revolutionaries from the American Revolution.
What in the hell is he talking about? That sounds like insurrection to me.
So that we did not have a dictator, a king, the way those colonists were living under it. And they fought all along Massachusetts Avenue.
The hell's this man talking about?
The Minutemen and women.
Oh,
say
Lord.
No taxation without representation. We want to have a balance.
Oh, my Lord.
The American Revolution started here. The revolution of abolitionism started here. The revolution.
Really now? Really? Really?
Started here.
Want to go there?
Same-sex marriage started here. The revolution against the war in Vietnam started here. The revolution against Donald Trump and Elon Musk, it starts here.
Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you think this new movement is grassroots? Or do you think it's likely funded and organized by the same people, the swamp who is trying to fight back, the same people behind USAID? Let me know in the comments. All right, that wraps up this episode.
I think it's them. I think it's the same people, USAID, because they're mad. They're mad. And they're going to pay. And they're scared. But this is ridiculous. What they're doing, sounds like they want to overthrow or do something to Trump. That right there, that is sedition. That can be, the way they said about January 6th, those people, you could say the same about them. So they're doing an insurrection, right? They better watch it. They better watch their P's and Q's, because I always said they better be careful what they do, because if they're going to act stupid and do the same thing, they're going to be treated the exact same way that they treated the other people. So let them do it. They want to be stupid, let them get stupid, because they're going to get put in jail and treated just like the rest of them. Then they can spend their little asses up in prison or stay in the worst jails for 4 years. How about that? How about that? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. But if they want to play stupid games, they can get stupid prizes. But anyways, that's my little rant. Yeah. But thank you for joining me. And I will see you on my next video. Thank you. Have a good one.